This is the party, live on location at the Rock House.
Yeah.
With the Stogies in the green room.
Yes.
How's it going, guys?
Good evening, guys. It's going great. How are you? Good.
Hello. Yeah, we had a little bit of a technical difficulty with our interview earlier, so we're re-recording live on the scene, which is actually pretty cool. It's party first, which is, you know, all right. So
we love party first.
We do. It's pretty fun. So, do you guys want to just talk a little bit about your the tour that you've just had with the long distance runners?
Yeah, sure. We did a slew of maritime dates first, like closer to our home, and the deal was that they would come with us, do dates around our hometown kind of thing, and then we'd come here and do some dates with them. So we did the first half. It was really good. I think we only had two sort of bad turnout shows where it wasn't much to be desired for, but the other shows were really good. We made out great with the audience, and we had Plan B was really good. It was their 4th birthday, so it was a big party. That was a good night, and we just had a good time, like getting to know. It's the first time we've ever toured with the band consecutively, playing all the dates with them. So it was a good time getting to know them, and they're a killer band. So it was nice. We're kind of a harder band. They're a little bit lighter, but we're both rock and roll. So it just seemed like a good fit, and so far it's definitely turned out to be. So
cool. Do you guys have any favorite spots that you've visited on this tour?
As of right now, I mean, we're probably about 40 minutes from going on stage here, so we'll see how the show goes, but this venue is really, really cool. I think we're all real happy to get to play. Like, it's a big room, it's got a nice big stage, they've got the lights, the whole deal, so that's always really cool. Plan B is a place that we always look forward to stopping to. They take care of you really, really well there. They know how to make you feel appreciated. They've got a nice apartment above, so anytime we get to go there, it's nice. You know, you're going to get a shower, and your green room is technically a whole apartment with, you know, a coffee maker and stuff, that's really nice. Back home is always great. We love playing home. That's not really a place on the road, but it was one of the stops on the tour. And PEI is always good to us too. Dave, the drummer Dave here, he's from PEI, so we always get good treatment when we're over there. And half the battle is off stage, like when you're not playing, when you're either staying with people or this and that. Those sometimes will make you look forward to going to a place. So, and we happened to luck out in PEI this time anyway. We had a really, really good show. The place sold out. So that was, but even still, that aside, his parents and his family is from there, so we always get a good reception when we roll into PEI. So that's definitely one of the places. And Sydney too. I really enjoy going to Cape Breton. It's hands down this side of the country, I think the most beautiful place that we've gotten to go to, personally speaking. And Cape Bretoners are much like Newfoundlanders, extremely friendly people, and they all are really proud of their musical heritage up there. So even though I think Cape Breton is quite Celtic, they like their Cape Breton musicians. And most of the bands that are doing well in Halifax, pretty much all of them have at least one Caper in the band. So I think we have a decent friendship with a lot of different Caper musicians. So, and as long as tonight goes really well, this will definitely be one of our spots that we really want to come back to. The Levee was great too, but this venue it's cool, man. Like, we're in a green room right now. For people listening that don't understand, like, that's a big deal for us. So yeah, and it's really green.
Cool.
So
It's gray.
It's gray.
We're all colorblind.
Depends on the lighting.
Yeah.
So you guys did the tour with the long distance runners, and you guys got a bit of a taste of the local scene last night at the Levee, and I guess tonight with the Pathological Lovers. Do you guys have any thoughts on the local scene or local tunes?
The band that went on before us last night, Boats, I think they were called. They were original. They were really tight. The band afterwards was a cover band. They were good, but it's, you know, judging off original music. And the long distance runners, I am definitely a fan, and just a Chris Picco fan in general. I think he's a really good songwriter. So he's over the last month and a half, he's definitely popped up on my list. Pathological Lovers, haven't heard anything by them. We'll find out.
They're really good.
Yeah.
They're pretty awesome.
And they seem to be the two bands that we've heard the most about, as far as, like, you know, if you ask about who's doing what in Newfoundland. The runner's name has definitely come up a lot, and they've come over for ECMAs a couple times, and they did an Albany Landing show with us for Natal Day, so we've just seen them around in general a little bit more, so they seem to be. And then obviously the other big name Newfoundlanders, but we haven't seen a lot of what we've seen just walking down George Street is, first of all, a lot of acoustic music. We were throughout the week, like Wednesday and Thursday, but still a lot of acoustic acts, and it seems like every bar wants to have some live music, where in Halifax you've got a handful of bars that are known for live entertainment, and the other ones they don't really cater to that. So it seems like here it's more of a deal here that people want somebody singing and playing some tunes when they walk in the bar. So that's really cool. Feels like if you were here as a musician, like you could spread yourself out easier and touch a lot more ground. Whereas in Halifax, even if you're playing in multiple bands, there's only still that handful of places that you can go and play. So. But we've only been here we're only going to be here for 3 days, so it's kind of hard to get a real sense of the scene without being here for a little bit longer. But yeah.
So the tour is just about over tonight after tonight's show. What's your guys' plan once you get back home?
We've got a couple dates. We've got an acoustic, kind of a more intimate night that we're going to do at a place called Rock Bottom, and then I think we've got a date in August that's going to be like a full-out rock show, and then. I just had a kid a bit ago, so we're going to take a little bit of time off and hopefully jam, rehearse, write some songs, and think about, a next record is a little bit off because we have one that's finished that just needs to be mixed. So hopefully if we get that taken care of within, the short months following, then throughout the winter we can start thinking about recording another album. But I think the main thing is to get the new album mixed up, get some new tunes written, and that way, if we're touring and promoting the next album, we will have some new stuff to keep us interested as well. So I think that's the plan, and to get across the country, we definitely want to go west and see what the Rockies are all about. So, and that's going to be probably a pretty big deal because from what I've heard, it's pretty pricey to get from one end. And then a lot of people said that about. Actually, we really fluked by coming here because. Everybody said, it's real expensive to get here. It's worth it if you come over, but the gas and the ferry ride to get to Newfoundland is extremely pricey. And our van broke down like 2 days before we were supposed to. It didn't even break down; it just wouldn't start. It just wouldn't go. So we ended up flying over here, and it took nothing to get here. So you had to pay for the flights, but at least we know, right? Like when we took the van, like. Okay, it's like $700 for the ferry, be $500 for gas, and anywhere between $1 and $2,000 to fix this friggin' van while we're gone. So, getting to Newfoundland, if we could do it this way every time, we'll see what happens. Yeah. But I think that those are the goals: new record, new songs, which could possibly turn into a new album, and getting further across the Great White North, so to speak. So.
Great.
Cool. If people are interested in finding out more about your band and your music, where would they kind of turn to?
I'll give you the first little bit, and then Dave will spiel off the rest. There's the Stogies.com, which has our Facebook and our Twitter and that stuff on it. And I think Facebook is probably the most... I think they're all interconnected with the way the updates happen, but the Facebook is updated all the time, and then the website is... I think it's a little more lax, and then you can buy our stuff off iTunes and
iTunes. You can stream it on Ardio or Spotify or Deezer or whatever you want.
Bandcamp as well.
We got YouTube, which is just the Stogies. Bandcamp, that's our preferred way to buy it. And if you're in Fred's Records, I believe it's on the wall right next to the Tragically Hip's Plan A.
Yeah.
Now Plan A.
Is that it?
Yeah, so cool.
Okay.
Thank you guys so much for sitting down and chatting with us again.
Thanks, bro. Thank you guys. It was a blast.